MotorWeek is made possible by TireRack.com, RockAuto.com, and State Farm.
Well, hello and welcome to the start of the 39th season of MotorWeek. We're glad to have you with us. And we start with a question: how new is new? It's actually a constant debate around the car biz and our shop when it comes to Porsche's iconic 911. Over 55 years and 7 generations, each new 911 always seems to be refined more than reborn. And here we are with the 8th Gen 911 ready for the road. So is it just another notch upward, or has the world's quintessential sports car achieved a new level of new? While the how new is new debate will likely continue for as long as there's a 911, or at least until an all-electric one shows up, Porsche at least thinks this 2020 911 is new enough to deploy a new 992 nomenclature, even though the basic platform is largely carryover from the 991. There is nothing drastic about this 911 change, no switching from air-cooled to water-cooled, but there is a lot new about the rear-mounted flat-six powertrain, including new twin turbos, intercoolers, and exhaust manifolds. Turbos are larger, so compression is higher. 23 added horsepower ups the total to 443, with 390 pound-feet of torque. A PDK with 8 tightly spaced gears is new to the 911, taken from the Panamera, with a new shifter that reminds us of an old-styled microphone. No manual at launch, but a 7-speed gearbox will come. Likewise, a hybrid version arrives not too far into the 992 life cycle. For now, just 2 models, our Carrera S and all-wheel drive Carrera 4S, but convertible and base Carrera models are in the wings. Your first impression is that styling has evolved little, maybe, but it has changed enough for us to use the word beautiful for the first time in a 911 road test in like forever. It's sleeker, more elegant, more supercar-like. Yeah, beautiful fits. Like every previous 911 Gen, the new car does grow in size with wider front and rear tracks. Standard wheel sets are now 20s up front, 21s in rear. Rear tires are the widest ever on a standard 911, 305s. Yikes, that's a lot of rubber hitting the pavement. Ensuring they're planted into the pavement as much as possible, a larger rear spoiler is in place. But that's just one of this active spoiler's tricks. In addition to providing downforce, it also channels air into the updated engine cooling system, as well as having an eco position to reduce drag. There's more aluminum in both the chassis and the body, but they didn't manage to take any weight out, actually tacking on another 150 pounds or so. But unlike before, you do get the same wide body style, whether you get rear or all-wheel drive. When it comes to driving, many Porsche files might claim that their 19 whatever is better, and they'd be wrong. This 992 is superior by every measurable category, and a few that aren't measurable. Steering has been quickened to razor-sharp levels, and you can engage the rears in the process optionally as well. Familiar McPherson struts up front with a multi-link rear, but dampers are new. And of course, the PASM active management of them has been upgraded. You can talk specs and differences all day long, but the fact that this 911 is just pure bliss on a winding road is what matters most to us. That's where you'll also appreciate the new and far more modern 2+2 interior. Besides the big dash touchscreen also lifted from the Panamera, we were surprisingly quite fond of the mostly digital gauge package, mostly as Porsche properly kept a real needle and dial for the center tack. Classic 911 touches like a left-hand starter switch and manual 4F seat adjustments also remain. We found the driving experience was more fun and noticeably improved on the Summit Point circuit at Summit Point Motorsports Park. We spent a full day there trying to find limits of grip. With Drive Mode and Sport Plus, steering response is immediate with excellent feedback. Plentiful torque available at all times to push you through corners with no noticeable turbo lag. Plenty of braking power as well, whether you upgrade to carbon ceramics or not. Our rear-drive Carrera S did not have them, but we did have the upgraded sport suspension, which lowers things about 10 millimeters. The new PDK works great as always, providing rapid shifts right at redline, though the revised ratios did throw in a mid-corner upshift here and there we didn't expect. But like an old trail horse, it seems to know its way around the track better than you do, with lots of tech doing all the hard work behind the scenes. And just like that, this joyride's come to an end. Little time left to tell you about 3-second 0 to 60s, thanks to brutal PDK launches, or 11.3-second quarter miles at 124 miles per hour. The base Carrera, when it arrives, will start at $98,750. Yes, a base 911 is now pushing 6 figures. This Carrera S begins at $114,650. And the all-wheel drive C4S goes for $121,950. So, just how new? We say new enough to be new, both in hardware and in spirit. Think of the 992 as a modern masterpiece where engineers have been chipping away the 911 stone for over 50 years. Porsche, being Porsche, will steadily unveil a virtually limitless number of variations on this theme over the next 6 to 7 years. But you really don't have to wait, as this 2020 Carrera S is pure perfection.